Hello, everyone, and welcome back for my mental health talk. Today is Wednesday, and I'm going to call it Wellness Wednesday. So, I was thinking yesterday about what my topic would be, and I thought about how when we talk about mental health, some of the things that prevent us from getting mental health support, what would they be? What are some of the things I've heard? What are some things that people have said that have been something that has been pushing people away from getting support when it comes to mental health? So feel free at the end of this video in the comment section to write down, tell me some of the things that have come up that you've noticed that have been things that people have said that have prevented you or, made you a little bit afraid to get mental health support, any of those things. But a few things that I've heard that I wanted to clarify and kind of touch on a little bit are, one, if I go, people are going to call me crazy or people are going to think I'm crazy. And so I don't want to put mental health and crazy in the same sentence. Maybe at some point in life, there was a connotation between the two. But mental health doesn't mean crazy. Actually, getting mental health support to me means clarity. It helps to bring clarity to the things that might be going on in my head, the things that I might be struggling with, things that people won't talk about that I know that I'm dealing with. Or people saying, things like, well, if you believe in God, then you don't need to go to counseling or he'll just heal it away. Well, he will. And I believe in God. I definitely do. But I also believe that he puts the right people in the right place to help you just like he speaks through a doctor's hands. He speaks through, he works through in order to give you what you need. So going to speak to a counselor, allow God's spirit to work through that counselor, go see a Christian counselor, talk to someone, but know that he is there as well. And so not letting that happen. Also, just sometimes having a diagnosis and knowing what it is helps. And trust me, I know because I've struggled with that before. Having something happening with my body and knowing that there's something wrong and no one can help me put an answer to it, it just is something that really can do something to you. So being able to have someone to put some words to it, to put a title on it, even though we don't want to know, sometimes it feels better to know that I know that I'm going through something. I know that something's happening, but now I know exactly what it is and I can have a treatment or a plan to take care of it. So it's important to know that there's a struggle sometimes that we deal with in our head and it can really, paralyze us when we don't deal with the things that are happening with our mental health. In families, we've been taught that what happens in this house stays in this house, which increases the stigma that goes with mental health. So, and it also increases the opportunity to hold on to secrets. And so, but when we hold on to them, they're like bad food. They just sit inside of us and they mold. And then they take over our bodies. They take over our minds. So they don't give us an opportunity to heal and to work through the things that are going on when we hold on to that bad food. And so we have to start to normalize this thing called counseling, this thing called therapy, so that we can take care of our mental health. We have to stamp out and take away all of the stigmas that are connected to it. So if you've heard some things that have held you back from getting counseling, put them in the comment section. Let's talk about them. Let's deal with them so that we can start healing our minds, healing our bodies, all at one. We can make sure that we are taking care of ourselves. We have to normalize mental health the same way we do physical health. If I was bleeding and I had a cut, would I go to my friend and say, hey, can you fix this? Or would I go to a doctor? So we have to also stop saying, well, I have friends and I have family. I have someone I can go to and I can call. Clearly, we want to be able to use those as support systems, but can they really fix it? If you had a bleed, a cut so bad, a burn, if you were in a car accident, would you call your girlfriend? Would you call your dad to fix it? Not to tell them about it, but to fix it. Would you? I don't think so. You would call a professional. So please take your mental health that way. Make sure it's just as important as your physical health so that then you can get the right care that's needed for you. Take care of your mental health. This is a time for healing. We are living in some difficult times. We are exposed to so much trauma, and we also hold in so much trauma from our childhoods, from other experiences that have happened in our lives. And it's time to heal, and I'm here to help. So again, if there's some stigma, some things that hold you back or have held you back from getting counseling, write them in the comments and we'll talk about them. Have an awesome day.